Beaverton is bringing a zombie carnival to life with an elaborate Halloween display, and it's not all spookiness and scares.
Building the attraction is a family affair. Fox 12's Mia Villanueva gives us a closer look at the display that is scary good.
Come one, come all. See all manner of curious creatures at Carnival des Zombies. And no, this isn't an attraction at an amusement park or a movie set. The hauntingly good display can be found right in Sabrina and Millie's front yard in Beaverton.
We were kind of playing with the idea of carnival, and I went to see what kind of outfits maybe I could find, and that was the first costume I found, and I went, we're committed now. We can't, that couldn't be more perfect.
The mother-daughter duo has been creating displays like this since 2016.
It's just an evolution. It keeps going.
It just kept getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
What once was a spider lair, a graveyard, and a pirate ship is now a creepy carnival, including some famous circus acts. Myrtle the four-legged girl, the bearded woman, sword swallower, and strongman, whose real name is an ode to a former fan favorite, Blazer.
Nurk, he's our Blazer. He's our only 7-foot skeleton, so we had to name him Nurk.
Bringing Halloween to life is no easy task. Sabrina and Millie have been working tirelessly on the project since the summer. It's a labor of love that brings mother and daughter together.
I wanted to make sure that, people saw how much she worked.
Well, I couldn't do it without her.
And reminds the community that even though life can feel scary at times, it's still worth celebrating, especially on Halloween.
We were already known as the Halloween house. Every time, people come by, they're like, we saw you last year, and we're coming back on Halloween.
Mia Villanueva, Good Day, Oregon.